one, we don't make laws to try to cover every single nook and cranny or every single decision or whatever in society. You can't cover everybody with any single law. That's the reality. So when we're talking about a community that's in a dire that we're living in an epidemic of single parent households, you have to create laws that's going to incentivize people to get married or not have kids at all. And what I mean by that is because I don't necessarily agree with Mr. Lego's idea that we should take the kid away.
What?
The reason why I say that is because all that's going to do is put that kid in a particular situation where we're still putting the responsibility on the government to take care of that kid. No, the reality is, and I'm sorry that, and I get what Fantasy is trying to say, but the reality is, fuck that kid and their mama. That's the reality. You want to come out here and make the dumbass decision to say I can make this baby if I want to, then yeah, you don't get no help. You don't get no resources. Because the people who should be getting the resources are the families that actually formulate families, are the ones that get married and trying to do it the right way.
Yeah.
So yeah, they may fall on hard times. They deserve the help, not people out here who feel like, oh, I don't need the man, so I can make a baby on my own. You don't deserve the help because you decided to do it the way you wanted to do it. You didn't want to do it the way that we know it works. Does it work for everybody? No, but we know for the vast majority of kids, growing up in a two-parent household yields great results. And that's the law. That's what we should be getting when it comes to, that's the laws we should be creating, is incentivizing creating two-parent households. If you don't want to do it, if you want to go out there and make a baby on your own and go, then you're going to go it alone. You don't need, like, I'm tired of us trying to make the community responsible for people's badass decisions.
And let me add a caveat to what you said, Sweeney. This ain't official, but it's really common sense. As far as adoption goes, there's millions of people, whether they're gay, lesbian, or either there's a married couple that can't have children who want children. So if it's a newborn baby that just got taken from a mother, that baby is going to easily go to a married family, like, quickly. You know what I'm saying? The younger the child is, just like the younger a child is, the higher the propensity of them, being adopted. Nobody, I'm not gonna say nobody, but fewer people want an 8-year-old versus a 6-month-old. You know what I'm saying? So a child that just got taken from their mother, one, isn't traumatized yet, and two, would easily be taken up by a married couple that can't have children, or a gay or lesbian couple.
You know what? And I see what you're saying, Mr. Lego. The thing is that
just imagine a waiting list, and people are like, "Yo,
there are 391,000 children in foster care in the U.S. right now." 391,000. So you're advocating for adding to that overwhelming number,
is what you don't understand.
Just because they're a single mother.
Yes.
Do you see how ridiculous? Do you see how the system is already overstretched, and we're going to add more?
Fantasy, you got to let somebody else have the conversation.
What are you talking about? I am letting somebody else have the conversation. I jumped in one part. I asked him one question. I'm going to let him respond.
A woman raising a child, that's foster care to a certain degree in itself. The child is screwed up being with her.
And the thing is,
that child ain't got no daddy.
And that's
almost like foster care right there.
And the thing is that, and I know a lot of people saying, oh, well, if you say F the kids, it's going to create bad kids. Yes. And there's a place for bad kids. We got one for you. So if you want to come out here, so if you want to come out here and make a child by yourself, then you go it alone. There is no incentive. There is no community behind you, because that's the problem right now. We put an entire community behind people making terrible decisions. And I get it. Hey, that kid may break into my house one day. Well, I got a place for you if you do.
I just want to
listen. We also forget that we can incentivize. We can also incentivize redemption, right? I think that's something that we're overlooking. So, for example, there were times where, let's say, a young lady who was pregnant and didn't know who the father was, she couldn't show up to church. But if she got married, then the church will be right behind her, helping her with the wedding, helping her find a place to stay, showing them the support. So it's like, it's not like we can't incentivize doing the right thing as well. Those same single mothers that are out here having children, yeah, they could get that support if they decide to get married, if they decide to reconcile with their child's father and raise their kids the right way. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, according to parents, that won't work because once you're a whole or a single mother, you're stuck.
And when I was saying earlier, like talking about the programs and, you know, the WIC and all of that, I do absolutely think that we put too much into government assistance. And could those memorandums be changed? Possibly. But I don't see that being the thing now, that even if Black people got behind it, because white people are the ones who benefit from it mostly now. And we know that anytime that there is something that is a threat to them and their survival, they're going to find the loopholes in order to navigate that situation. So right now, Black women are not the ones who are primarily benefiting off of government assistance. We're not. And even now, Black women are not the ones who are constantly having babies at an overpopulated rate. Even with Planned Parenthood or even with Roe versus Wade, we were the ones who were having the highest form of abortion. I'm not saying that what you're saying as far as policy and things shouldn't be taken into consideration. I think that's absolutely something we definitely need to start talking about more. And we absolutely need to start trying to push the voting and the policies more. But in retrospect, you're talking about integrating a system that wasn't made for us. And you're talking about doing it widespread. All
right, but here's the thing, right? You're talking about what Black women are doing, right? Black women are the ones, though, who are swinging the votes. Like Black women always love to brag and say that we're the ones. Our vote is what got Trump out and that got Biden and Harris accepted, right? So we love to acknowledge the power of the Black female vote, but now all of a sudden, Black women don't have no power in the system. That's cap.
No, I never said that. I never said we have no power.
A lot of the policies that are destroying the Black family, right, were implemented and were supported by the Democratic parties, for example. If you really check the stats, Black women overwhelmingly support Democrats.
Well, no, I think you missed what I said.
Pushing these votes over the edge.
I'm not talking about voting power. I'm not talking about that. What I said was, I was very specific. I said, when it comes to the things that you were talking about dismantling, such as WIC, such as food stamps, such as Medicaid, Medicare, at this present time, Black women are not the ones who are primarily benefiting from it. We're not the ones who are the main ones that getting the benefits. Those specific benefits.
This isn't just a Black woman problem. This is an America problem.
Although you're saying, hey, it does not matter. What I'm saying is, and I'm not saying that this can't be dismantled. I'm not in disagreement with you with reinforcing policy. My degree is in poli-sci with a concentration in pre-law. What I'm saying is, you're asking for us to integrate a system that at this very time is benefiting white people. Could we swing the votes? Absolutely. But that would have to start at a very lower scale, because widespread, the idea of removing Social Security, the idea of removing WIC, the idea of removing food stamps, that's not something that is in place for the federal government. That is a state thing. So I have no issue with what you're saying is we're the ones. I have no issue with what you're saying to remove it. But what I'm saying is that really something that is affecting Black women and incentivizing them to have children at this moment? I don't think that's the issue.
This is the thing. We're the ones that are picking the representatives who create and choose these policies. So if we want different policies, we have to use our voting power to pick different representatives, ones that support the policies we want. It's as simple as that. We can't continually support policies that destroy our community and then say, "Oh, the system wasn't designed for us." The system was, which is why they use our vote. If our vote didn't matter, they wouldn't give a crap about it. They care about the vote because they know it gets them in power to do what they want to do. So it's just all about incentivizing these politicians and picking the right ones.